up until the last few years, I think the U.S. has been probably better than anybody ever was. I mean, I was thinking for a moment about the British Empire, but that was different.
Yeah, they have a
They weren't
different
making
relationship.
partnerships.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Well,
different,
that's the
fundamentally
thing
different
is,
kind of relationship.
but that's the thing is like I knew that's an opportunity to forge those alliances. And that kind
Yeah,
of like comes from the like we're gonna share our largesse sort of attitude. But there can be other opportunities that are like, hey, we don't have much largesse to share right now, but what about how things are gonna look 10 years down the road?
yeah,
What can we do strategically?
Well,
yeah.
and let me interject here. China, 25 years from now, will
Hmm.
they have a vibrant network of allies
Right.
or not? I mean, I know this is not your area of expertise,
But we're all
but
just
since I don't have a PhD, I never even worry about my area of expertise. I just go right in there and say whatever I want. It's refreshing, Mark.
I know. I totally get that. I totally get that. Um, well, the answer is I'm not sure, which is
Yeah.
always a safe answer about the future. Um, I mean, on the one hand, they've proved to be much better at this than the Soviets were, I think.
Now
Once
that's
that
already
once
I think to me an interesting observation that
uh,
you really see a gap there.
Yeah, I really do. I mean, since China kind of came out of its shell in actually quite recent years. Um, on the other hand, a lot of countries around the world in the developing world are finding China to be kind of predatory in kind of neo-colonial kinds of ways. Um, and so that is not a good sign for them to being able to build enduring networks of relationships, let alone actual alliances around the globe. But that is something that they could change, and it's also not clear how important that factor is going to be. So I think there's a strong chance that 25 years from now they will have done it. But if they didn't, I won't be surprised. I'm
Yeah.
planning on being here 25 years from now, so I'm hoping to know the answer to this someday. Yeah. Anyway, that'd be my thought on this.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think on this.
I don't know either. I mean, I have no real expertise on China. I mean, my only observation is only just tangentially related, which is that the Chinese government is conducting this unprecedented experiment on how to control people. Control, with a little c, but nevertheless very clever. And I'm fascinated to see how that turns out
Yeah.
because if they succeed, then I will have been wrong on many key aspects of human nature that I kind of believe in philosophically, spiritually, that
like what? Like what?
like, well, that humans don't like to be controlled, right? That would be one. That humans prefer to have sort of a relaxed freedom of expression. I think these are things that humans generally have wanted to have. That's how they want to live. And what the Chinese government has done is said, look, and in fact, now they're withdrawing part of the bargain. But up until 5 years ago, what the Chinese government said, look, this is the bargain we'll make. We'll give you all the economic freedom you want, but we're going to control all the sort of social expression, political freedom, and we're going to control it to keep the lid on whatever it is that they feel they need to keep the lid on.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they're having to remove some of the economic freedom as well. So that's why I think it's a particularly parlous period for them.
Yeah, I think that
But
makes good sense.
if they succeed, and they're very scientific, the word they use, they're very much into the power of technology and monitoring. If they succeed, then it will not be a very good thing for the world. Of that I am
No.
sure.